To say that I am heartbroken and devastated about what has taken place today at the New York Daily News, of which I am an alum, is to put it mildly. It is inconceivable what the company that goes by the name of Trunk, which is the Tribune company, online content, whatever, that they bought the Daily News from Mort Zuckerman for $1. And they were going to turn it around and things were going to be great. You know what they did today? They completely ravaged the newspaper, which is a New York City institution. The history of this city has been chronicled by the New York Daily News. And today, let's just talk about the sports section, because that's what's closest to me. John Harper, one of the best baseball writers in the country, he's been there over 25 years. He got fired. Frank Isola, who is one of the best basketball writers in the country, he got fired. Mike Mazzio, who actually left ESPN New York to take the job at the Daily News, he got fired while he's in Tampa going to the Yankee game to cover them tonight against the Rays. Now, let me stop at the Mazzio firing for a second, everybody. You know what that means? You know what the Daily News' plan is right now? They're going to cover the New York Yankees with wire services. That's small-town America. That's not New York City. That's an absolute disgrace. Christian Redd, who is one of the great feature writers in this entire country, he gets fired. You know how many people are left in the sports section of the New York Daily News? 9 after the firings today. 9 people. When I was at the New York Daily News, do you realize that there were some Yankee games that there would be 9 people covering that game? Now they're not going to have a writer covering the New York Yankees. So a big company like Trunk, and I was reading a lot of stories today, where they have advisors that are getting paid $5 million a year, are firing people making $70 grand and doing hard work to cover teams. They don't even deserve to own the New York Daily News. And if Peter teaches me today, and he will, I am canceling my subscription online. Who would ever buy this paper? Who would ever read this paper? And I know, everybody, I'm not dumb. I watch everything. I read everything. The big bad media has come under a real negative cloud over these last 2 years. And part of that is because of the partisan politics that are going on. And if you write something negative about the president says it's fake news, which completely casts a pall over all journalists. Don't believe it. People work hard. And if you don't have newspapers, you cannot keep government in check. And if you think this is a happy day, then you don't know what you're talking about. You're uneducated. The history of this country has been founded on the strength of a free press. And a monolith company like Trunk decides that they're going to just completely strafe the New York Daily News staff? And New York's going to stand by and buy the paper? Why would you buy the paper? We're going to get wire service accounts. There's not going to be anybody working the clubhouse asking people, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? You're going to get the score. You're going to get the box score, and you can get that online. Don't waste your money on this. This is disgraceful what happened today. And I wish we as a people could rise up and help save people and save jobs and save newspapers. And I like what Governor Cuomo said today. He released a statement. He said, if Trump needed help, they never even came to us. He said we would have done something to give them some relief. They don't want relief. They want clicks. They want to take other people's work from other papers, put it on the Daily News masthead, and have you click on it online. Because that's how everybody that's an executive in this world gets their jollies. So when Mort Zuckerman was selling this paper for $1 because of the debt that it had, why couldn't a guy like Jeff Bezos, like he did with the Washington Post, why couldn't he buy it? Instead, charlatans like Trunk bought the New York Daily News, and they have now effectively today destroyed it. Talk to your mother and father. Talk to your grandfather and grandmother. They have chronicled the history of this great city. And now, effectively, they're dead for no reason. Money-hungry slobs. John Harper doesn't have a job, and the people that run this place do? Frank Isola doesn't have a job, and these people do? They should be ashamed. How do they even look in the mirror at themselves? This is a dark day for this country, and that's not hyperbole. Every time a newspaper dies, a little bit of our democracy starts to flicker out. Believe me, it's true. If you have no checks and balances in this country, if you have nobody to call out the bad guys, then the bad guys win. I shake my head, and I get choked up thinking about it, Don. I just cannot understand it.